Hi everyone, my name is Lieutenant Ernest and I'm going to be your facilitator for today's class, lesson 9 in our ABRSM grade 3 rudiment of music. Today's topic is degree names of minor scales. Our learning objectives are as follows. We revisit the degree names of the major scales, which we've done before in grade 1 and grade 2, and then we identify degree names of minor scales. When we talk about minor scales, remember now we are referring to both the harmonic minor and the melodic minor. So degree names, let's look at the concept. If you look at a major scale or a minor scale, we've taught you how to construct that even from grade 1. Each of these scale has 7 notes, that makes up the scale. Each of those notes has a name attached to it, each of telling you the position in the scale or the importance in the scale. So we're going to look at what names each of those notes in the scale, what names they bear. So in terms of degree names, you could have a name. It could also have a number. But we're going to look at names basically, so that if you see this, if it's the first position or the second position, what is it called? Or if the note is in the third position in a scale, what is that note called? So it could be number first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, to seventh. But those numbers also have a name. So we're going to look at the name, and that's what we mean by degree. So let's just look at a quick example, looking at scale degrees and their names. Now we're going to focus on C major and C harmonic minor, but please understand that you can extend this to any other major scale or any minor scale, be it harmonic or melodic minor scale. So C major, if you write out the scale of C major, this is on treble clef. Of course, you can do it on bass clef. But let's focus on treble clef. But remember, in your exam, you can be examined on the bass clef. So you have the scale of C major as C, D, E, F, G, A, B, right? The first note in the scale, or what you call the first degree, is the tonic. That's the key note, the home notes. That's the most important in the scale formation. Another thing again, so you have C, then you have D, you have E, you have F, you have G, so the first degree is tonic, then you have supertonic, then you have mediant, then you have subdominant, then you have dominant, then you have submediant, then you have leading notes. So that's the way it's arranged. I'm not going to throw more emphasis into this because we've done it before in our graded music, grade 1 and 2. So please, if you want to understand why we call these tonic, supertonic, mediant, subdominant, dominant, submediant, and leading note, please revisit the class we've had previously. Okay, so this is the melodic minor scale and the harmonic minor scale, C harmonic minor scale. Remember that for C harmonic minor scale, the key signature is E flat, because that's the relative major. The relative major is E flat, and that's the key signature. So we have, if it's E flat, then we have C, D, E flat, F, G, A flat. This is supposed to be B flat actually, but because you are, in the harmonic minor scale, you raise the 7th degree, right? You sharpen the 7th note. So that's why, for us to remove the flat here, we naturalized it. That's why you have this natural sign. So it's the same way. So this first note on the C minor scale is your tonic. The second is your supertonic, your mediant, your subdominant, your dominant, your submediant, and leading note. So it's just the same way you name a major scale, you name a minor scale. No difference, right? Now let's summarize this. In summary, the names and numbers of scale degrees apply to both major and minor scales alike. In a minor scale, leading note implies the raised 7th, a semitone below the tonic. So like I said, in a minor scale, just because you have the raised, and this is both for harmonic and for melodic, remember the 7th degree is always raised. So it means that the leading note, like we saw in C minor, in the leading note, which is the 7th degree, is the raised, sharpened 7th degree, making it a semitone below the upper tonic. And the implication of this is that it makes it similar to what you have in the major scale. Remember, in the major scale, the leading note is always a semitone. That's the 7th note. It's a semitone below the 8th note, which is the upper tonic. Lastly, remember that for the melodic minor, the submediant, which is a raised 6th for ascending. Of course, in addition to the raised 7th, you also raise the 6th degree. So the submediant is raised for the melodic minor, but when you are descending, the 6th and the 7th degree that were originally raised during ascending are now naturalized when descending. So that's just the difference in terms of the degree names of the melodic minor and the harmonic minor. But otherwise, every other thing is the same. You go from tonic, supertonic, then you go to the mediant, you go to the subdominant, then you have the dominant, then you have the submediant, and then you end with your leading note. I hope this is very clear, but if you have any question, please feel free to post it in the comment section, or you send me an email through the email that is provided in the comment section. We'll see you next time. Thank you, and God bless you.